Hello, everyone. Welcome. Happy Tuesday. So excited to be here with you guys. My name is Lindsay Tompkins, and I am the social media trainer with Belinda, Ellswoth, and Step Into Success. If you are watching this right now, you are probably watching it as a replay. I'm so sorry that I missed you. However, still really, really glad that you're here. So I want you right off the bat to make sure that you comment below. Let me know who you are, where you are from, because I want to make sure that I can welcome you and say, hey. Also, if this is your first time ever here as a replay viewer, let me know that as well, because I really want to make sure that I welcome you into our Step Into Success community. So some of you are hopping on right now. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. As you guys hop on as well, make sure that you are posting who you are and what company you are with. Really use this time, guys, to rep your companies and, show everybody like where all the power is. Like, we got a lot of people in this company, a lot of us showing up here. So really, really fun. As you guys are still getting on to, I see Kira and Glenda saying Norwex, Pampered Chef. Awesome. Welcome. I want to make sure that you replay Norris too, just in case you can't watch this whole thing right now. I am doing some of my weekly training that we do on this page. It's all about social media. And I also wanted to remind you to go grab my brand new book. You can get that at mysocialmediabook.com. I have pinned it in the live, so you'll be able to see that as well. So really, really excited about this, guys. I just launched my brand new completely digital book because I wanted to make sure that, you guys didn't have to pay for shipping. We didn't have to pay for printing and all that stuff. Want to get it into your hands. And right now I'm offering it for under $6. And this is not a forever price. This is kind of like a beta launch price. So I wanted to make sure that you guys could get it at a huge crazy discount because I'm going to be, upping the price, but I want to get feedback and I want to know how much you guys love it. And I want to get testimonials on it to use in its marketing. So I'm offering it for like almost next to nothing. It's like $5.90. That's all that it costs. So make sure you guys go to mysocialmediabook.com. All right, well, I'm going to get into today's training. Again, for those of you who may not know me, my name is Lindsay Tompkins, and I'm the social media trainer here at Step Into Success. And I am your go-to girl for all things social related to your direct sales business. And this is what's really, really cool, guys, is that I'm not just a social media trainer. I have worked for a corporate direct sales company as a communications manager for a number of years. I went out into the field. I was a leader in the field as well. So not only am I very well versed in social media, and I make sure to stay really up to date on all of the changes that are constantly going on, how it affects our businesses. I really understand your business. I understand what it is that you're doing in a day. I understand the goals you're trying to accomplish. I understand the tasks that you have to do, where you're actually seeing people, where, how your conversations are actually going, and all of that. So really, really excited to be here with you guys. I'm just going to pull this up on my phone so I can make sure I don't miss any of the comments. I find when you are on desktop, that the comments just don't appear as good. So that's another thing for you guys to remember, especially if you're doing, Facebook parties and so on, that if you're using your laptop, I always just like to have my phone going with the Facebook Live right beside me, because now I can see we have a lot more. We have Mary Jo, we have Amanda, Pampered Chef. Mary Jo is from Avon. We got Kira, got the book digging in today. Amazing. Got Darlene. So super, super excited that all of you guys are here. So make sure you guys keep commenting. So today I wanted to talk about around our VIP groups. And, I have some people say, well, I don't have a VIP group, but I do have a closed community group. It's the same thing. We just call it VIP group because it's kind of what's known in the industry for our industry. But it doesn't necessarily have to be for your customers or, very important hosts or anything like that. I do train in my course, my VIP group course, that you should be adding anybody in there who wants to be in there. But I know some of you guys have different policies with your companies. So whatever your policies are, follow that. But my suggestion if you can and if it allows, to always let anybody into the group. So when it comes down to that, you're building your VIP group. You're following my core 4 funnel system, which if you're not familiar with, if you grab the book, you'll learn more about that, especially in an additional training video that I do once you purchase the book. And I talk about the importance of the core 4 funnel, and that is utilizing different areas of Facebook to lead into your group, which is ultimately going to lead to sales. At the end of the day, what I feel like a lot of social media marketers are training on is how to get more likes, how to get more engagement, how to get more followers. And this is kind of the metrics that we're all really hyper focused on when it comes to looking at social media. We spend time in our Instagram insights. We are looking at our Facebook analytics, and we are, just looking at our posts thinking oh, this one didn't get enough likes, or I'm not getting enough follows. And while all of that, excuse me, is really important, of course, we need to be growing engagement. Engagement is king. We need to be getting more followers because that means we're broadening our base. We're getting more influence and attraction. But at the end of the day, the metric that you need to pay attention most to is your sales. So many times people that are trying to grow on social media never spend any time in their back office looking at the numbers. You need to see if your social media efforts are correlating into sales. Now, there's never going to be a direct correlation. Branding overall on social media will lead to increased sales. It can typically come, further down the road. You can't necessarily attribute it to one Facebook Live per se or anything like that. But you need to make sure that what you're doing is creating you income, because otherwise you would be better off spending that time instead of being on social media and content planning. You'd be better off making a booking call, making a follow-up message, so on and so forth. So it's important that you follow the core 4 funnel system so you know exactly what it is you should be doing and where you need to lead people to. And you absolutely need to lead people to your group. Facebook is pushing groups more than anything. We are seeing the highest amount of engagement in here. We're seeing more reach in here. Facebook even came out with a new news feed, a few months ago, a little button on our news feed that we can look just at group posts, because they know that people are more engaged in groups and they're wanting to push that. So it's really important that we are creating that same space. And guys, I talk about this all in my brand new book. I'm going to remind you a few different times because, even if you're watching this from start to finish, there are people who jump in, jump out. I want to make sure that they get access. Grab my new book for $5.90. That's it, guys, at mysocialmediabook.com. Go there. Really, really awesome information at a fraction of the price that it'll actually be listed at. So wanted to make sure you guys knew about that. So with our groups, if that's where we want people to be, and that's where I really want you funneling people into, the biggest question that I get, or one of the top questions that I get, is, well, then should I keep it public? So that everybody can see if that's where I want them, that's where a lot of my content is, then I definitely want it to be open. And the answer is no. You do not want it to be a public group. So you guys are aware, there used to be open/public groups, closed groups, and then secret groups. So secret groups are when it's closed, but you can't even find it. So if somebody was to try to look it up, it's not going to pop up unless you are a member. The only time I ever would suggest creating a secret group is if you are, planning a surprise party. It is for maybe your wedding party, or maybe it's for your internal home office staff and you don't want other people finding it. It can be the same thing maybe even with your consulting groups. If you really wanted to, you can make them secret. But I think that usually having it closed is it suffices. So a closed group, which is now just called a private group, is when people can find the group, but they can't see the content. And with the old closed groups, you could also see who the members were. So the two things that you could see, you could just find the group, and then you could see who is in it. Facebook is going to be making some changes. They're rolling them out that you will no longer be able to see who is in the group. And this is to protect the people in the group. So say, for example, you are in, I don't know, maybe like a support group, okay, for some sort of like illness, and you don't want people to know about it, then it's protecting you so that like only people in the group, it's like, kind of showing up to AA. It's like an unspoken rule for all here. We don't talk about it. But people don't necessarily know that you're going. And it's the same thing with these groups. They want to protect the people that are in there so people aren't like seeing, oh my God, this person's a part of this group and this person's a part of that group. So that's one of the changes that they're making. But they've made it now just a public group and a private group. With your private group, you do have the option to still make it secret if you want to, but they've just reduced those 3 different options into 2. So public and private. So when it comes to creating your group or how to manage your group, it's really important that you create it to be private. And there are a few reasons why. The number one reason being, you want to make sure that people are not able to just see your most valuable content without giving you something in return, because you need to make sure that you are building your list and that you are creating really powerful assets for your business and really hot leads. So for example, how a lot of people give away something free, like in a Facebook ad, here's my free checklist, my, free spring cleaning checklist, let's just say. To get that checklist, what do? You give them your email. And for them, the exchange of I will give you something valuable and free to you, and if you give me your email, that means now I have your email. I can continue to send you free things. I can continue to build a relationship with you over time. And which means also too that I can send you, yes, new products or programs or whatever is new in my business so that we can create also a customer relationship. And we know that like email is super valuable. So that's the exchange there. I will give you something free if you give me a way to connect with you, because that is really powerful, building a leads list in this industry. You know that you need to have like a solid list of, we always say start with your list of 100 or your Frank list or, whatever you want to call it. And it's the same sort of thing when it comes to social media, is that you need to make sure that you are creating some sort of list. And you can do this when you have a private group, because when people then come to your group and they want to get into it, that means that they have to be accepted. They need to become a member. And having somebody be a member is a lot more valuable to you than somebody who can just pop in and pop out. For example, this is on our business page. You don't have to necessarily like our business page to watch these videos. You don't have to necessarily comment or like or share or do any of those things to watch this video. And while it's still very beneficial for our brand, while it's still very beneficial for us to put out free public-facing content so that we can meet and see new people, we know that we need to lead people towards a closed area, that's email or into a group. So when it comes to your social media pages, I talked about this a little bit before in my last video about why versus how content. So you always want to be doing front-facing content that talks about like the importance of, let's say you're a skincare company, the importance of the 5 reasons why you're prematurely aging your skin, or the 5 reasons why you need to quit doing this, 5 reasons why you need to spend 15 minutes cleaning every day. You need to sell the why, but why is this important? Why should you care? Why is this of interest to you? And why am I help solving your problems? To get people into your group, that is where you talk about the how. So say, for example, you are with, let's say like a cooking company, and you are talking about like the top 3 reasons why you always need to have like a freezer meal on the go. And let's just say it is like, time, obviously, if something comes up, maybe like that week, when you have like a paycheck come in, then you can like spend money to create things that go in your freezer so that you always have something like in case something happens. Maybe you have to pay for your car that week and you're like, groceries are a little bit tight. I don't know, I'm just making this up. So let's say those are the 3 reasons. Then you would say, in my group, in my closed community, in my like private community, whatever you want to call it, I am giving away a free like tutorial on how to create a freezer meal. That could be a video tutorial. It could be you doing a Facebook Live. It could be you offering a checklist. It could be you creating a little ebook on Canva. Whatever it is, okay? So you're creating that how. So you lead people, you then say, make sure you join my group. Just the same way that I'm doing this in this video about saying, grab my new book at social media, mysocialmediabook.com. I'm going to say it over and over again every so often. That is my call to action. Let's say, for example, your group is called mysocialmediabook.com, okay, because you purchase a URL that redirects. I cover this in my courses and all of that and in the book. You buy a URL that redirects, so then you can say throughout your Facebook Live, and guys, I am giving away exactly how to do this completely free in my VIP group. Just go to mysocialmediabook.com. You say this every few minutes, people are going to go, oh, I'm going to go check that out. They're going to type it in. It's going to redirect to your group. And they're going to what? Click join. The importance here is that they're clicking join because they want what you're giving away free. So this is the one thing too that a lot of people say to me, oh, I'm not getting a lot of people into my group. I'm like, okay, well, how are you promoting it? How are you marketing it? You're so focused on what's going on in the group that you are not doing things outside of it. And it's really important, even though that's the most important place for you to be, it's important to spend most amount of your time outside of it, driving people to it. So that is doing Instagram stories, that is doing Facebook Lives, that is doing Facebook stories, it's doing Facebook posts, and all of that stuff, if you have a newsletter, posting that in your newsletter, talking about it when you're out and about. Every Wednesday I actually do a free makeup tutorial in my closed group. Just go to mysocialmediabook.com to access it. Or, I do weekly recipes, or I offer weekly kitchen hacks or cleaning tips, or I don't know, fashion trends, whatever it is. Let people know that's going on in your group. The exchange is I will give you this free information and you will join my group. So you want to make sure that they're joining your group because, like I said, you can see that your influence is growing and you know exactly who's showing up. This is why I always suggest leading to your group and not necessarily to just your consultant website, because there's no way for you to just check the back end of your website and go, oh, who checked out my website today? Who is here? So that you can what? Send them a follow-up message. How can I help you? Okay? Or how can you start that relationship? You're unable to do that when you're only leading people to a public-facing business page or to a public-facing website. You need to make sure that there is some sort of I'm collecting an email, I'm adding a member, something tangible where you can see their name and you are developing assets. This is all really important. So you're going to set your group to be private. It's going to be closed, not secret. Don't make sure that it is visible to people. That's kind of the language they're using. Is this visible or not visible? You're going to keep it to visible. Then what you're going to do is you're going to set up 3 questions. So when you also have a private group that's closed, you can set up questions that members have to answer to get into the group. Now, these aren't skill testing questions or anything like that, but they should help you find out more about the people that are joining your group. So in my free group, for example, my 3 questions are, let me know what company you're with, because, for me, it's valuable for me to know, just like on here, it's valuable for us to know what companies are showing up, because let's say, for example, we have a particular hair care company that is consistently showing up, and we have a lot of people joining, then we will most likely use your products as an example. So that means that you're getting even more custom training. So I want to know who's in my group. It's oh, is it mostly food and beverage? Is it mostly makeup and skincare? Is it beauty products? Is it, home or food, whatever. So that's one question that I ask because that's valuable to me. Oh, no, I didn't start early. I said it'd be at 10 June. So sorry about that. Unless I put in the email 10:30, but I think I put 10. Anyways, so that's one question I ask. Another question that I ask is, what is your social media experience? 1 being, I barely logged into Facebook today. And 5 being, I am a social media expert and could launch my own course. I want to see where people are. And this is a question that I really suggest that you guys use and adapt. So say you're a makeup company, how often do you wear makeup? 1 being, only on special occasions, and 5 being I wear makeup every single day, and I contour, and I could do a YouTube tutorial sort of thing. So you said, I've not been able to watch this past week or so. Will I be able to catch up in replay? Yes, of course, of course. All of our stuff, guys, is all on replay here. Just go to the videos tab. You can look through and find all the different videos. So you want to know where their experience level is with your product and your type of industry, because say, for example, you have people that are posting the makeup question, 2s, mostly 2s. So you're like, okay, they are wearing makeup not very often. Okay, it's not really like their everyday sort of thing. That can show you a few things. Number 1, you need to do simple makeup looks. Number 2, they're not going to spend 30, 40 minutes on their makeup. They're probably going to spend 5 minutes on their makeup. So you could focus on doing 5-minute tutorials. You want to start from the basics, because they're probably showing up because they want to learn how to apply makeup. So you can tell who your customer is and the type of content to create. If you have people showing up with 4 and 5, they're wearing makeup every day. Okay, so now you know that you can, talk about more products. They want to learn how to possibly just do their makeup better. They're looking for new tricks that you may have up your sleeve, or just more glam looks and so on and so forth. So lots of different things that you can grab from that one question about where is your experience level with this from 1 to 5. So I know where people's social media experience is. So I know, based on people coming in, should I do more of an intro Facebook Live training, or should I do something a little bit more advanced? And then the last thing that I offer is to be added to our newsletter. And so then I can take people's emails that way. If you have an email list you're trying to grow, that's definitely something really great. You could ask any sort of other question, do you want me to send you some information about the program, or about our product, or about our business opportunity? Hey, a question could be, hey, by the way, I'm looking for other stay-at-home moms. Say you're a stay-at-home mom. Other stay-at-home moms who are looking to build a business with me, or who want to join my girl gang, or whatever it is. Do you want me to send you a quick message with some information? And then they could put yes or no. So then you know right away, okay, do I need to send somebody something or not? If they say no, it's because they're just trying to still check it out. So don't take offense if people are all saying no. But you can still at least put that out there. And a lot of us have a really hard time bringing up our business opportunity. So even putting that in as one of your questions can be an easy way for you to just at least get that out there and to ask that question. So not only, like I mentioned, number 1, guys, the most important reason why it's closed is because you need to be collecting assets. You need to be saying, okay, here's my influence. I have these people's names. We have these connections. These are actual leads. They're not leads if you don't know who they are and they're just showing up watching your free public stuff. Number 2 is because then you can have those questions, and those questions are going to be invaluable. One thing I will mention, I hope that this is something that changes. They've never said anything about it, but I'm just crossing my fingers. There is no way to go back and see people's answers to the questions. You can only see them as you're approving them. So what I would do is to have a little Excel sheet every morning, especially if you're collecting an email, or if you're saying, do you want me to message you, write their name down, put any other information, say you can post oh, this person said 1, this person said 2, or you can just start to take the averages, put oh, there's a few 1s, more 2s, and so on and so forth. So best to definitely have an Excel where you are collecting that information, because as of right now, they do not archive it. Like I said, really, really hoping that that they change that. All right, and then the other thing that I want you to do with this is, because people are joining, you can create welcome posts where you welcome new members. And this is a feature within the group that you can just literally click the button. If you're on desktop, it's on the right-hand side near where it says how many new members. And Facebook will automatically tag those people. So you could say, have a little graphic that just says hey, welcome to our group. Super excited. Wanted to do a shout out to all of the new members this week. Maybe you do that every Friday or every Monday or whatever day of the week, that every Sunday maybe, because then you want people to go into the new week really focused on what it is that you're doing. So maybe you do that once a week. It will automatically tag them, which means that people can welcome them. You're seeing exactly who is new. And not only is this giving them recognition, not only are you welcoming them into the community, which is really important because a lot of us don't do anything with that. And then people like don't feel like, it's like walking up to a group of people at a party that already seem to know each other, that are already talking, and you like stand there for a few seconds, and you have like your drink, and you like do a few little laughs, like, oh, haha, yeah. And then you're like, wow, this is super awkward. And then you what? Leave. You walk away because it's really hard to join a conversation that you haven't been invited into. Versus if you were at a party and someone said, oh, Lindsay, like come over here. Oh, guys, this is Lindsay. And they're like, oh, hey, Lindsay. You're like, hey. Oh, how do you know the host? Oh, I'm whatever. Like, oh, what are you here for? Oh, I'm, here because I want to learn this. Oh my God, me too. All of a sudden, conversations start. You're building camaraderie. People feel what? Safe. People feel safe to be there because people want to be wanted. And so it's important that you are creating that atmosphere very quickly for them. Otherwise, they're not going to comment. They're not going to post on things. They're not going to connect with other people in the group. And that's exactly what we want happening. It's not only like just to watch the stuff that we're doing, but it's to talk to each other and have accountability with each other. So welcome them with a welcome post every single week. Plus then it's tagging all the new people. And then what I suggest that you do is that you take time every week, every day, take a few minutes every day to personally message and DM the new people in your group, welcome them, say, hey, I know that you joined the group this week, just wanted to give you like a quick welcome. Super excited that you're here. You showing up really shows me that you're interested in learning more about XYZ. Don't say like the product. Don't be like, oh, learning more about Pampered Chef. Just say, learning more about like how to cook better, easier, and faster. Like, I get it. Like, we're busy moms, or I'm a busy mom. And this is why I created this group called like Busy Mom Baking. And it's all about like really quick meals, things that are like delicious, but like super simple and easy that like, I know that the kids will love, and like, easy baking recipes. Cause I know that, whatever. Okay. They're like, oh yes, I really need this group. Awesome. Then you can continue into the conversation with them, whether that's about, like getting into the product or any of your other services. Where are you from? Oh my God, you're local. That's awesome. I'd love to meet you for coffee. You can set that coffee date and then book a party and then go on from there. But it's important that you have these conversations with people. And you can only do that if you know who they are. And this is exactly why, guys, why you need to have a private group and not a public group. So all really important information for you guys. So what are you guys feeling about this? If you're loving this, put some hearts up. Do not forget to share this also to your teen groups, because you want them to have this information. As leaders, like, you have a lot on your plate, and the last thing you need to do is hop on live and regurgitate what I just said. So it's always easier just to click the share button. But if you guys have any other questions about groups, drop them in the comments below, because I am going to be doing these Facebook Lives at least twice a week, where we go into more training around social media and our direct sales business. So I need to hear from you what you want to learn about, because obviously I have like so many different things to talk about, but I want to talk about what's really, really relevant to you guys. So I want to thank you guys so much for being here. I did want to take just a quick second again to talk about my brand new book that I'm over the moon about, super, super excited about. And you can grab that at mysocialmediabook.com. Right now I'm offering it for $5.90, which is really the cost it would have been to ship it out to you if I would have printed it. So it's just helping cover our costs right now. It's kind of in beta testing. I'm looking for testimonials. I'm looking for, posts that I can use in marketing. So I wanted to make sure that, especially to like our tribe, our people, our following, that we offered it super, super a low price. And before we did raise the price, because we want you guys to be able to access that. Now, I will say, because there's been like a few questions that have come in, so let's just be transparent and like talk about it right now. Sorry, Robin, how do you advise creating a business page? We're not talking about business pages today, only talking about groups. But if you have certain questions about groups or business pages, comment below so I can use them for future topics. So when you grab the book, it will take you to another video right away. I want you to know that once you have got to that video page, your order is in for the book. Okay, you're all good to go. But make sure that you watch those free training videos. There's additional free training in there, and then I am offering other things too that I'm not offering anywhere else. Huge, crazy discounts that I have never offered, not even at a live event. So I wanted to make sure that I was giving you guys the opportunity to get courses at a fraction of the price, because I know that this is important to you, and I know that a lot of us are confused, we're overwhelmed, and what that makes us do is neglect social media. We decide we're not going to do it. Like I said earlier, it's important that what you are doing on social media is translating into sales. But that doesn't mean that you can just give up on social media because it's not working. You need to figure out how to make it work for you, because social media, you cannot, in today's day of direct selling, you can't ignore it. It's not like, do I use it or do I not? It's how do I use it? How do I use it to communicate? How do I use it to market what's going on in my business? How do I connect with my leads? How do I build relationships outside of hoping that I run into Sally Sue at the grocery store one more time? So I walk through everything. I've pinned it. It's mysocialmediabook.com that you can go and grab my brand new book. Yeah, you download it through the email. We'll send you a quick email right away, so don't worry. It's all in there, but make sure you guys do watch those videos, awesome training videos. And also, too, I didn't do it as my, a video of my face. I recorded it and have captions going, because I know that sometimes you're out and about and you can't listen on sound, so you're able to also read it. Because I know a lot of us really prefer to read things versus to just listen, or it clicks in more, the training clicks in more when we're listening and reading. So I did that for you guys too, because I wanted to make sure that you guys were understanding what the Core 4 funnel is, the 4 really important aspects of social media. I break it down in the ebook as well by adding also that 5th one in, which is direct messaging. We talk about Instagram. The book is called How to Gain Customers Fast on Social Media, and it's all focused on getting 10 new customers in the next 30 days, and all through just social media. So really breaks it down. Awesome training, step-by-step system, pairs so perfectly with the courses, which I'm giving out a huge discount in this. Just wanted to be transparent with you guys, because I've had a few questions, do you guys offer this price anywhere else? The answer is no, because even in there, guys, you can get all of my Facebook courses, all of them, for only $97, when each of them alone are $59 each. So it's really, really crazy. Not doing this anywhere else. You'll never go to the website and find it. You'll never come to a live event and find it. But I really believe in you guys, and I want to make sure that you guys can have access to training that I know will make you successful without that being a barrier to your success. So make sure you guys share this and go to mysocialmediabook.com. Let me know, drop in the comments that you were here. Again, if you are watching this as a replay, or maybe you just hopped on right now, so sorry that you missed the training, but don't worry, it's going to be on the page. You can go back and watch it. But make sure first that you do go to mysocialmediabook.com. You can click it on the pin post, or it's in the caption of this video as well. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I will see you guys later on in the week. I will put up a post or send out an email about when that next time will be. But like I said, we're going to be doing about 2 of these a week just on social media. That is not a 10-minute training, guys. It's a 35-minute training. So super, super huge. Really excited, and thank you guys so much for supporting me and my new book at mysocialmediabook.com. Have an awesome day. I'll talk to you guys later.